Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Good morning, crypto friends. How are we doing out there? Hopefully, if you're like me, you didn't get no sleep last night as we went green to red about 2 to 3 a.m. here in the United Argument of America. Yes, excuse me, lots of names went red. Let's have a look at the charts. What say ye? Looking at the BTC USD, as you can see, we retrained the whole entire setup here and almost made it to the sales target, but we stopped out on the way back down overnight, but that's okay. Everything is on sale. So now's the time if you're sitting there wondering what to do with your Sunday, sit here and stare at the computer screen all day long like me. Just kidding. Anywho, let's look at support and resistance for BTC USD. Support sitting down there to 55,863.56. And resistance, we are looking at the 1 hour time frame to dial those in. You can zoom out and you'll see a little bit better picture here. We leave all the other trades on the screen. Excuse me. So there we are. And I just noticed I may need to update this guy. Yep. No, there's that candle. There's your support and resistance. RSI dead center. And volume trying up just a tiny bit. Let's move on to ETH, Ethereum USD. Made it down to the new buy zone. So what we do is we take these two pivots. We have the swing high and the swing low. So the swing high was 1869. The new swing low there, 1748.25. Printed at 4 o'clock a.m. UTC -5 Central Time. So we regrouped. Now we are making our way back on the climb up there. So you got your support sitting down there at the 1759.22 and new resistance at 1791. Looking up here at the I won't do this for every single ticker, but always watch these moving averages. The red line here is a 12-day moving average, blue is 26, and yellow 100-day moving average. So all of those start to converge. So keep an eye on those moving averages. Let's move on to Binance Coin, BNB USD. We'll zoom back out to the 4 hour here. There we go. Binance Coin making its way back. We got rejected just below the 50 fib. So we're coming back down and continuing to close above this 100-day moving average. We do have the 12 to 2600-day in the right configuration. So buying opportunity for BNB USD. You've been sitting there with your fresh powder. We will zoom into the 1 hour and get you support and resistance here as someone's being lazy on their Sunday. Sleeping in. Was up at 2 and 3 and 4 as all these stop losses started to trigger. Support sitting down there at the 256.22. Resistance on the climb back up is going to be right in that amalgamation of moving averages there. 265.49, I should say. Let's have a go at ADA Cardano. Cardano, you see here, I wanted to leave the stop losses on here for you to show you. It did trigger the stop, and is it mostly most of the time the way it works out, it does bounce just below the stop loss. Not a problem. It did wake me up, So we stopped out here on this particular trade at the, what was that, 1.19. Now we're starting to bounce up. So let's get you your support and resistance. Looks like we got multiple samples of support to base that on there. We're here on the 1 hour, 1.17, 1.1725. Sorry, not much sleep. And getting resistance off that 26-day moving average. But we do have previous price action there, so 1.223. Zooming out to the 4 hour for the big picture real quick before we move on there. There you go. We did set a new swing low, so we'll adjust that. So that's going to move everything slightly down. So consider that if you are, well, I'll do that for you. If you'll bear with me 1 second here, we'll adjust that. There's our new swing low. So we'll move these Fibonacci's down. And adjust these zones accordingly. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So this could be a buying opportunity. We did have a good, safe, and healthy touchdown on that 100-day moving average. So it looks like we've got good, solid support underneath us as we go up to challenge the 12 and the 26-day moving averages for ADA, USD. Let's have a look at PolkaDot, DOT, USD. PolkaDot, we are on the 4 hour time frame. Did touch down on that 100-day moving average. You know, the 12, the 26, 100. Got through the 26, now moving up there to challenge that 12-day moving average. So you're going to have resistance. You see here how we rejected off of that 12-day moving average. And I can't emphasize it enough that these 12, 2600 day, that it wasn't my idea. It wasn't my brainchild. This was Charting Man Dan on the chart guys. You can follow their YouTube channel. Guy's been around for umpteen years. Incredibly smart. And I did take that 12, 26, and 100 day from him. So that was a gift that keeps on giving. So there's your support and resistance for PolkaDot, DOT, USD. Let's have a look at Litecoin. Sleepy old Litecoin. Got through that darn stop loss, triggered me out. And of course, just below there it bounced. So that's the way it works. You don't want to get no sleep in trading crypto, folks. So we do have support sitting down there to 195.27. You see we're rejected off the 100-day as resistance. So we're going to have to look down here. Let's go to the 1 hour, zoom in just a little bit more. We got more resistance to encounter, lots of it right there at the 197. Then we have the $200 psychological, and we are inverted for LTC USD. Come on, Litecoin, you can do it. We'll switch back to the 4 hour, and then we will move on to excuse me, Chainlink, LINK USD. You see all this stuff we had marked for you previously yesterday. Came back down, retest. We got through the 50 fib into the this is I mentioned this yesterday, but the 0.68 Fibonacci does indicate some indecisiveness. So more than likely, most times it will dip back down below that. As you see, we did dip beneath that. So, but we do have some price action to establish that support. And let's see if I can, there we go, get you resistance. So we have support 28.81. Resistance at 29.76 for LINK USD. And if you'll excuse me today, I'm not turning the camera on. I didn't have a chance to put my makeup on and do my hair. So there you go. Moving on to XLM Stellar USD. Blew all the way down below there, got back in the buy zone. So congratulations if you managed to catch this when it went on sale. So looking down at support at 0.393. Watching that 100-day moving average, trying to get above there. Poked through it and came back, and now it's forming resistance. But previous price action just above there at the 0.403 for XLMUSD. I'll try to pick up the pace. Tend to get long-winded on the weekends here. So look at Doge. Doge came down. We touched that 100-day moving average. It says, hey, I like that. Let's keep climbing, said Doge. So Doge, looking at that support to hold at 0.05600. And resistance up there. Well, we're going to stop there. So we got to get through lots of price action there. There we go. Finding resistance at the 0.058615 for the Doge. Vechain. Vechain been killing it. Congratulations if you're in this one with me. As you know, I've been in the space for a long time, and this is one that I've held on to for a long period of time. So Vechain, VET, USD. We did get these support and resistance off the 1 hour time frame. So holding that support, coming down right at the point, what is it saying, the 0.23 Fibonacci there. That is a good indication for continuation to the upside. Pardon me. And resistance up there. We'll switch to the 1 hour quickly. There we go. On that previous high at 8 a.m. this morning at 0.0983. Still looking at that all-time high, folks. 0.0948. We're sitting right up there. If we can get up there, and folks with steadier hands, diamond hands, we'll send this bad boy to the moon. Let's switch over to VTHO, the Vechain token, also known as Vethor. Vethor falling through as we speak. We had this, you see we held this 12-day moving average, now coming down to test a 26-day. And if we fall beneath there, folks, you're looking at the 0.0194 of support, and did have encountered this resistance here at 0.221. I'm sorry, 0.0221. As you can see, we have indicated here the 0.0246 all-time high for the Vechain token, VTHO USD. Let's have a look at FIL, FIL USD, aka Filecoin. We'll go back to the 4 hour here. There we are. Filecoin sitting up here. Everything's at the top of the charts. It's hilarious. All-time high sitting up there. We're staring at it at 97.088. Lots of sideways consolidation here, which is very nice and healthy for anything that you're trading. We have the 12 to 26 100-day moving average in the right configuration. RSI is just cruising right on that 60 0.00. So watching this thing, it could go explode to the top or to the bottom. So that's very tight consolidation here. That means that folks are agreeing on price. And then somebody comes out and says, hey, I think it's worth a lot more or worth a lot less. So keep your finger on the trigger. If you're trailing this with a stop, good for you. So right now we have support at the 80.73 and resistance at 85.16 for FILUSD. Moving forward on to IOTA, Internet of Things. Perfect touchdown on that 100-day moving average. And I can't say it enough. You see the 12, the 26, and 100-day, how they interact perfectly with cryptocurrency. And perfect touchdown, said, okay, I got you. Let's go back up there. So right now have support at the 1.361. We'll need to massage the resistance because we did get up there on this previous candle. Resistance at 1.4037. We're running about average volume and RSI almost dead center for IOTA. Moving on to comp, COMP USD. Comp woke me up in the middle of the morning. Yeah. And if you're, pardon me, having a look here at comp holding the 406.148 and resistance now. We do have the 12 and 26 cross, which caused all this downsize stuff for us here. So rejected up there, came back down. So there's your support, and resistance is going to be up there right on these 12 and 26s, and they're going to start to come down. So at the moment, 429.03 for comp USD. Let's have a look at I need some attention, basic attention coin. BAT USD, or I should say basic attention token. The token for the Brave browser, which is one of the most awesome browsers I've seen come out. Developed by the dude that came up with Mozilla, JavaScript, not JavaScript, what was the other? It might have been JavaScript, but anywho. Check me on that. Not worried about it. Looking at support at 1.073 for BAT USD. And managed to get through that little resistance level there. Went up there, rejecting at the moment on that 12-day moving average, that red line you see on your screen. But BAT looking good, very light volume, lightly traded, and resistance sitting there at the 1.13. We do have the all-time high in sight for BAT, up there to 1.45. So watch that if we get into blue sky breakout. Moving on to Ethereum Classic, ETC USD. Got below that 100-day moving average, now getting up there, banging away, trying to make it through. I'll move that one out of your way there. That's the stop loss. I wanted to leave these on the screens for you to show that sometimes they need to be there. Resistance up there at the 12.373. Tight range. Support down 11.927. So we're kind of flying without a parachute here for our ETC USD. We don't have any of the moving averages underneath, so we're going to have to rely here on the previous price action. Let's move on to Mana. Decentraland. There we go. There you are, Mana. Sideways action for 1, 2. So a couple of days or so, day and a half. Can't get above that 12-day moving average. So things are quietening up here. for MANA USDC, available on Coinbase. Still holding that support at the 0.0884 and resistance hanging in there at the 0.940. So that $1 mark would be a nice achievement for this particular coin, MANA USD Charlie. So here we go into ZIL, ZIL USD. And there's our support. Check that, 0.0, one more time, 0.16777, and resistance 0.176. And we can actually bring that dude down here. There we go. More likely 0.17545 for ZIL USD in the evaluation zone. 1226 cross, 100-day beneath. So what's that 12-day moving average? And it's going to be resistance for ZIL USD as well as the 26-day. So consider that if you're planning a trade there. Let's move on to NU USD. NU USD did not trigger my stop loss. Almost did it. If you watched last night, or yesterday I should say, got pretty darn close. We were counting on that 26-day moving average to hold our support. It did. So still in this guy is it's trying to make its way up above. We'll switch over to the 1 hour and see if we can find a little bit more. Yep, there we go. There's that resistance right there on that swing high on the 1 hour, 0.6805. Let's find your support levels. First level support is going to be the 0.6610 for NU USD. Let's have a look at NMR USD. Made its way back down to the buy zone. As you can see on the screen, I did get in there a little bit early, anticipating a bounce. Not a problem. We can add to that position should we need to. But currently holding support at the 49.799. Do have the 12 and the 26. Looks like they're going to cross, so we may have some more pain. And then we can add to our positions. The thing go on sale. But resistance there at the 53.449 for NMR USD. GRT USD officially stopped out at 11 at night as I was going to bed. And continued to fall. Found support. Let's find that level. We're on the 4 hour at the moment. So good solid support. Both of the wicks of these candles. Just about the body there. So 1.66908. And let's get down there. What's the resistance going to be? 1.7247 for GRT USD. Uniswap coming down to, you see that 0.618? That is indecisiveness. I've said that a million times. Yes, you can punch me in the chat if you want to. You get it. 31.52 support. Resistance. Lots of it right here. A very tight range here as we try to evaluate which direction we're going to go. Volume's drying up. And we do have the all-time high sitting up there. We're staring at it. For UNI USD, so your resistance is going to be up there at 32.70. Let's move on to Aave. Stopped out. That's okay. We're in good shape. 359.23 support. And there's your first level of resistance at the 371.71 for AAVE USD. Move it on to MKR, finishing up the DeFi tokens. Support down there at wicks of that candle, wick of that candle. That was the DOGE. Send us downward. UNI holding support at 2088.658. Trying to get above all these moving averages. First stop at resistance is 2117.99. And then off we go. Hang in there, folks. I see some folks dropping out. They got bored already. Let's have a look at some of the NFTs, non-fungible tokens. NFT not seeing the love, fell all the way down. Found support at the 1.300. This particular one is audio, AUDIO. And we do have resistance there at the 1.43. New swing high, so we'll have to adjust this one for you next go round. So we have some new targets. Audio is on sale at the moment, so attention shoppers, IO5 audio is on sale. Let's have a look at CHZ USD. Full-blown rejection up there on the 50 fib as the 12 and the 26 did cross just above it. Looking down to find that support level for you, we are going to look at the 0.61. If you can put it in the chat, what does that mean? Indecisiveness. So we are there's your support level, came down there, bouncing around. So support there at the 56, I should say 0.566. Resistance there on the 50 fib region, the 0.60402 for CHZ USD. Almost done. Let's get through this. Theta THETA USD. No sleep for me. That's okay. All-time high sitting up there. We're staring at it. Almost there. So riding THETA USD. Resistance up there to 8.878. Watch that $9 psychological. Sitting on top support there at the 8.36. On top of that 12-day moving average. So if you follow this one, you can see nice steady uptrend for Theta. It does tend to pull back once we do get to the overbought. So watch that RSI down here. Let's wrap it up with ENJ USD. ENJ trying to get above these 12 and 26 day moving averages. 100-day coming up. Going to give us some support for the climb up. So we'll adjust this for you. The support level here. Double bottom on these wicks. So that looks very strong. 2.194. Go over here and grab this resistance level at the 2.327. Volume, pretty good shape. RSI sitting down here on the low end. So ENJ, got some room to run here for you. We'll finish up with BTC.D. That basically is your Bitcoin dominance. So as you see, we have charted here. We fell off. Bitcoin did shed just a little bit, as I indicated in the title card. We're at 61.38. And we'll go to the total market cap of all crypto. Faded a little bit as folks sold and put their money. So when they're sitting on exchanges and some of the other tokens and coins, the ones that are earmarked for the dollar or paired to the dollar, that's where it doesn't necessarily mean they've left the space. They're just getting their powder ready for the next go round. Well, that does it for me, folks. I'll stick around for a few more seconds. If you want me to chart something for you, let me know. Otherwise, I may go grab a nap. Okay. Appreciate you stopping by. But please feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that alert bell here on YouTube. That will share with other people that may be like-minded like yourself, interested in trading or charting cryptocurrency. Have a great day, folks. We'll see you Monday morning, 6:45 a.m. on the Crypto Morning Show. Goodbye.